As we get older, dementia becomes more prevalent. In people who are 85 years and older, there's as much as a third of the population can have some sort of stage of dementia. The most common types of dementia under the neurocognitive disorders are Alzheimer's disease, Lewy body dementia, frontal temporal dementia, and vascular dementia, and then a mixed. As dementia progresses, we often see that there's loss of functional ability, sort of in the way that we learn our skills. And so being able to recognize that, or being able to recognize those subtleties, sort of just help with understanding what they're experiencing at the time, but what to expect in the future, and to sort of help the patient, but also family members understand like the disease trajectory that's going to take place.
When somebody is initially diagnosed, there are services in the community that is available. Some of them may include home health services, hospice services, and adult day programs. Sometimes when a family member believes that they are adjusting to the news of their loved one's diagnosis, it doesn't impact them till weeks later. And then we're sitting down having the conversation of, oh my, what does this mean? What else do I need to think of? And I'm there to help them along on that journey.
I feel that if you're needing a place for your loved one, there are long-term care, short-term care, and assisted living facilities for people recently diagnosed with dementia. When it's been determined that your loved one will need to stay in a facility, there is an assessment that is done by the state of Maine that will determine their level of care. And that will kind of give you a guideline of where you start looking.
Some recommendations that I put in place for families when I'm getting ready to discharge them home from short-term care stay. I oftentimes tell them to remove clutter, make sure there's adequate lighting, make sure there's movable space for someone to walk through the home. I even recommend equipment such as grab bars, shower benches, walking devices. It's important to make modifications because oftentimes somebody newly diagnosed with dementia has spatial awareness deficits.
For an individual that's still at home, it is very important to keep your loved one engaged in daily activities and also in community activities because they need to have meaningful involvement within the community.
Caregivers really need to make a priority to take care of themselves. I find that one of the best ways is to find a support group. The Alzheimer's Association has a number of support groups available. We hold a support group that is sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association the third Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. But whether it's in person or virtually, it is very important for them to participate.
At Westgate, because we are a specialized facility, we are able to design our activities to meet the social emotional needs of our residents. So they have that opportunity to create and be a part of a community of peers.